A Rational Divine Outline is a project that aims to create a guideline for the fundamental concepts, themes, and patterns associated with divinity, those that repeat over different religions and philosophies throughout the world, and more recently are starting to appear in scientific research and theories. Amongst the themes and patterns that will be approached, one of the most notable is the idea that there is a quote-unquote spirit world, either preceding or simultaneous with our physical world, and the notion that we may be able to influence it with our conscious thoughts. Quantum physics is a field that is coming closer to the idea that indeed physical reality is not as solid as we once thought, and that perhaps there's a realm of pure energy and potential that we affect with our consciousness. They call this the role of the observer, as the results of their experiments were directly affected when a human consciousness was present, coming to the conclusion that consciousness does have an effect in reality. Another recurrent theme that will be analyzed is the concept that there is a higher intelligence or consciousness that we share as human beings. This is an idea which corresponds to some psychological theories, suggesting that there is a collective subconscious mind, which we may be able to access through altered states of mind. The reports of multiple people who have experienced altered states of mind in the way of psychedelic influence, near-death experiences, or out-of-body experiences have shown more similarities than discrepancies, leading to the idea that there is an objective reality that people can interact in these altered states of mind, which throughout millennia have been thought of as portals to this spirit world by many mythologies and early religions. This ultimate consciousness is often represented by the theme of light, and feelings of what experiences coming from near-death experiences report as, quote-unquote, ultimate love, as they often fall short on words to describe these experiences. Given that this theme of light repeats throughout many of the main religions and scriptures in the world, these are going to be used as a reference point and analyzed thoroughly from a rational perspective, aiming to find the relations to what this newer scientific research is showing. The material that will be studied includes scriptures like the Emerald Tablets of Thought, the Tibetan Book of the Dead, and indeed the Christian apocryphal, which while being deemed uncanonical by medieval authorities, it contains themes of higher cosmological relevance than the canonical Gospels. A Rational Divine Outline, The Ghost of Jesus, is the first iteration of this larger project. In this first iteration, I will analyze the message of Jesus without dogmatism, fanaticism, or religious bias, which at the core seems to contain all of the patterns mentioned. A process of praying, which seems to be a formula for using consciousness as a tool to affect the world, which Christians refer to as providence. A plane of existence where this shared collective subconscious mind exists both as a realm and a higher self-consciousness, often referred to by Jesus as the Spirit or the Kingdom. Lastly, there is the notion of what Jesus called the Father, this ultimate consciousness that, as mentioned in some apocryphal accounts by him, is, quote-unquote, all mind, and he is thought, and considering, and reflecting, and rationality, and power. The apocryphal content examined in this work corroborates all the assumptions made from the analysis on the canonical Gospels, which when looked upon without dogmatism and bias become completely relatable to this apocryphal content, most other world traditions and scriptures, along with these newer scientific theories. My goal with this channel is to expand and approach the chapters of this work in a more relaxed manner, going into details and perhaps explaining the concepts in a different way, given that in the written project I try to be as pragmatic and objective as possible. I wanted to create a freely available resource for all the content within the book, hoping that my work, amongst the work of many other concurrent analysts and scientists, will shorten the gap between science and religion, introducing a new era of understanding which will get us closer to the ultimate truth. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.